is up, Flock Talk family? And today, welcome to the very first episode of the Philly Fly Draft Show and things of that nature. Lots of interesting stuff to talk about, like what picks we have as of now and from whom we acquired them from. What I think our biggest needs are, worst case scenario, the depth and quality of the draft based on our needs and our positions that we need or have the case. And last but not least, will there be good picks at our players? That and a little bit of bonus, little history and things of that nature. So that being said, let's just fly on into it. So the first thing that kind of zooms out to me, or however the case is that we do have a lot of fifth round picks. We have 3 fifth round picks, or however the case. 2 of them we got from other teams. The 161 we got from Houston. Pick 165 from Washington, and then 168 we already had previously. Then our earlier picks, we have a round 3 pick for the 96th pick, and we have a round 2 for the 64th, and a round 1, obviously, since they're Super Bowl champions, 32nd pick in the NFL draft. So, I think the later picks, or however the case, could be used as a potential trade-up. If, a potential player is there, before you say, but nobody that we want's going to drop, or have a case, it wouldn't be worth it. I mean, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, that's just one example. Howie has gotten better at drafting, credits on where it's due. In my opinion, our biggest needs as of right now, obviously BG, we don't know what his situation is for sure and what he's going to look like next year, obviously. Pretty severe injury with the tricep tear. Huff, I'm sorry, I didn't really see much impressive. Thanks for not getting in the way too much, but essentially in terms of actual numbers and actual eye tests, I have no idea how he signed him, even after the fact. Defensive line in general, Josh Sweat and Milton Williams, they're free agents, or however the case. I don't know, who all we keep. I do have predictions about that, so stay tuned. But overall, last but not least, linebacker, Bond's a free agent. I hope, he's our re-sign. If we just re-sign him only, if he's our only re-sign, I'll be happy with that. He's that good. Nakobe Dean, obviously, he's injured, or however the case, and we don't know what he's going to come back with. Already had some injuries, and now, arguably, one of the biggest in his career, so... definitely, in terms of the defense, I think we should bolster the defense, or however the case. But to offense, I don't think we really need a lot. I just think, we need a tight end, some versatile guards that can play right and left guard, or however the case, and also a right tackle, a potential Lane Johnson backup, and things of that nature. I do know Lane Johnson said he's still playing a few years. However, nothing's guaranteed in the NFL, or however the case. So, you never know if he only has 2 more years in him, or however the case, and then, Stout U, could have been stashing somebody away, or however it is. I don't know. It's a possibility. Stout U is a real thing. It's a very powerful school. Dallas Goedert, I love Dallas Goedert, however the case, but he has had health concerns. When he's on the field, he's great. You know what I'm saying? He can block, he can catch, he can make explosive plays, yards after the catch. When he's there, he is valuable. But a very, very, very important ability is availability. Arguably the most important ability is availability, arguably. But yeah, and like I said, we don't really need much on offense, or however the case. But if we were to get Lane Johnson back up, or however the case, or future replacement, or however the case, then obviously I wouldn't mind that at all. Depth and draft quality based on those positions, or however the case. D-line and O-line, I think it's a heavy trench draft, or however the case. I think there's, plenty of starters, or however the case, for the O-line and D-line respectively. Linebacker, I think there's at least 10 starters, so there's pretty solid depth there. In terms of tight end, I think there's at least 5 to 10 starters. Not as much as linebacker. A little bit less than the linebacker. In my opinion, it's not law, or however the case may be. I could be wrong, or however the case. That's just my opinion. I don't watch every microscopic team, every microscopic game, but there is a lot of good linemen from what I can, from what I was able to research and cross-reference and all that good stuff. But yeah, a lot of good trench players to draft this year. So last but not least, will there be good players at our draft picks, or however the case? For our first round pick 32, all these guys are said to be second rounders, or however the case. TJ Saunders from South Carolina, absolute beast. I watch like 4 or 5, 6 teams, or however the case, and then if it's good, then I'll watch, the others, or however the case. But obviously I focus mainly on my Eagles. So Jahad Campbell from Alabama, JT Tui from Ohio State. We'll go over stats in later on videos, or however the case, but just piece by piece. So I'll also have more stuff to talk about in later videos, or however the case. So it's not just, we made the video about the same thing. But yeah, Josiah Stewart from Michigan, absolute beast. Braden Swinson, lock. In my opinion, that's what I think we should get. Defensive edge, defensive line, 6'4", 240, 250. You know, he can bulk up like Nolan Smith did. If anything, you know, 4'8", 40. You know, he can move. Braden Swinson from LSU. In my opinion, that's who we should draft with our first round pick. In my opinion, I'm not the king. I'm not Howie. I'm not a know-it-all or however case. I'm not saying, oh, if he doesn't pick this guy, he's this. I'm just saying, in my opinion, that's who we should pick. In my opinion, 8.5 sacks, two fumbles forced. Put him in there with Bobby King and Vic Fangio. And there's a lot of players you could do that for. There's a lot. I mean, we have two defensive masterminds. That's the best of my knowledge. Haven't even been rumored to be going anywhere. However the case, Vic Fangio and Bobby King, I believe, the linebackers coach. And then in terms of our second round pick, the 64th, Donovan Jackson, offensive tackle from Ohio State. He played pretty good and things of that nature. Not a lot of sacks. Obviously, a stout potential like student or however the case. So definitely could be good there. Ozzie Trapillo and Jordan Burch. I'm pretty sure one of them's from Michigan. The other one may be from Ohio State as well. But yeah, both of them are beasts, defensive tackles / edge. Absolutely good to see there. And both of those are projected to be third rounders or however the case. And since I would presume that we have the last pick in both rounds, you know, if we have the 32nd pick, we should pick the like you know, if there's like the a pick that's rated the 34th best of their position and we need that position or however the case, we should pick that guy up or however the case, or ranked 34th or however the case prospect wise, we should pick up that guy because it's not like we're using the first pick to draft the 7th round or however the case is an actual 7th rounder or however the case. If we draft somebody, I mean, a couple spots ahead, I mean, to get that guy, heck yeah, get him into Stout U, get him into Fangio University, all that good stuff. Round 3, pick 96. Again, I would assume that'll be the last of that individual round. Shamar Turner and Jaw Joyner, linebacker and defensive edge, and then Shamar Turner, I believe he's a D lineman, I'm pretty sure. Lots of potential there. Athletic, fast off the line and things of that nature. But yeah, overall, there's also a little bit of history I want to talk about as well. I'm kind of got a bunch of this up at the end or however the case. So Jalen is the first Eagles quarterback to make it to 2 Super Bowls as the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, this Super Bowl marks the most points by a kicker in a Super Bowl with 16. Great day for Jake Elliott. As well, Zach Bond is the first to get 150 tackles with 5 forced fumbles in a single season. He also broke an Eagles record for the most tackles in an individual game with 15 tackles in a game in Brazil. First game in, or however the case. Most rush yards by a team ever, including postseason, with 3,731. Longest win streak in team history with 10. Most wins in a season with 18, including postseason. Just a lot of history, you know, to talk about or however the case. Maybe not an all-time record or however the case, but still worth note. This year we forced 22 fumbles, which is tied for number 1 in the NFL with Pittsburgh. Absolutely crazy to think about it, you know, from that perspective, you know. Like, dang, not only have we gotten that much better at tackling and things of that nature, but we've also improved so much to the fact that we were able to consistently be able to knock it out of their hands and things of that nature. So, definitely good to see there. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today and things of that nature. My next episode, or however the case, will be covering like everything else Eagles related, or however the case, hires, departures, and all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my very first episode of the Philly Fly Draft Show. I will be going into details, or however the case, on these players at a later date. But just as like a little intro, or however the case, hey, well, you know what, welcome to the Philly Fly Draft Show. Here's what we're going to talk about, But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I really do appreciate all the feedback, all the comments, all the people subscribing and things of that nature. God bless. Philly out. Peace.